Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Holla for $1 straight for a tip. This is your girl Joe. I am back with another episode. I'm super excited. I don't know. I think being here and being consistent it's fucking with your girl. Now, if y'all don't know already, I need y'all to go follow me on all platforms if you choose to. It's very free to promote me. Okay? Follow me on Instagram, it's dirty_Joe. Follow me on TikTok, dirty_Joe. Follow me on YouTube, Navadia, Dirty Joe B. You know what I'm saying? Just follow me on all platforms. I always have a link, which I'm going to have to place in the description since this is where we're going with it, you know? Now, first things first, I have to just get through this because I learned a new word of the day. Word of the day is germinate, which means to begin, to grow, or develop. I'm going through that phase right now. Me personally, and like I said in other previous podcasts, if y'all don't know, me personally, I have been going through a withdrawal from social media because I've been sitting back and I've been learning and observing, but I initially want content creating to be my career. And I want the job that I have right now currently to be my last job. I don't want another job after this. I don't want to take on a second job. I work enough overtime at this one job, along with working overnights. I've been, going live on Twitch, and I've been going live on Instagram. Well, I'm about to go live on Instagram. Going live on Instagram, going live on all these other social media platforms because I'm really working hard this year to get my name out there. Even if people don't like what I do, I can appreciate my effort going towards my actual dream. Now, today's episode is going to be a little slightly different. Only reason being is because there is a couple of different things that I kind of wanted to discuss. And a lot of people sit up here all the time and say that, give me a second. Sorry about that. Of course, I got people still messaging me, and I'm on YouTube live right now, and I know it seems very, very, very unprofessional, and I'm not editing this in no type of way because I wanted to be the real authentic thing. I like to read a lot of books. A lot of people, they're into the digital copies and stuff like that. For me personally, it's nothing like a good old physical book. Now, one of my please go and read. And I'm not going to read the entire thing in its entirety, but I'm going to read certain snippets of certain things, and we're going to complete this whole entire book together. It's going to be a little series. It's going to be short, and I pray that nothing bad happens when I do this because I'm doing this out of goodness of my heart, and I feel like this is very informative to certain people. So, for those who have been sitting up here trying to manifest everything that you want to do in life, this is a good self-motivating book. It has a total of 3 parts, a total of 18 chapters, and we're going to go through all 18. So that's the good old 18 episodes that y'all going to get specifically for this book, and we're going to go through it together for real. Okay. The name of this book, and I'm going to make sure I have a picture of it. So you'll kind of sort of see what's going on. Hopefully we will. I believe personally we will get through this book. And once we get through this book, of course, we'll have another one all the way up until February, because February, y'all know what that is. That's Black History Month. So we're not doing nothing but Blacktual factual details. Okay. So anyway, the name of this book is called Get Out of Your Way by RUSS. If y'all don't know who RUSS is a multi-millionaire. He is a dope ass artist from Atlanta, Georgia, and he came out with this book. And one day there was this girl on TikTok, and forgive me because I don't remember her name, but she used to, she was like, be delusional, be delusional, be delusional. So one day, as she kept saying, be delusional, and a lot of people were tagging and stitching her video, RUSS, one of my favorite artists, he was like, that's crazy that you say be delusional. I want to say her name is like Kiera something. And he was like, that's crazy. Be delusional is a part of my book. If y'all don't know, go get it. It's a good self-help book. So I was like, let me see what this man's talking about. Because number one, he's too fine to not have a book. And I'm too smart to not be reading this, okay? So let's get into it. Y'all hear me flipping the little pages. All right. So the first part of the book, of course, is the introduction. We're not going to go through that. But part 1 is called Delusion. Chapter 1 is about manifestation and speaking your goals into existence. So let me go to that. Let's get to that part. And like I said, I'm on live right now on YouTube. All right. So yeah, chapter 1, manifest, speak your goals into existence. Now, I probably need to start doing this a little bit more, which is possibly, rereading the chapter, but I have. But here we go. A long time ago, this woman told me, you have to be careful what you think about because it comes true. You can think things into existence. You can speak things into existence. You can believe things into existence. This is called manifestation. Now, that was one of the parts that I actually highlighted because I feel like that was important. A lot of people don't understand or don't realize that your mouth and the things that you write and the things that you think about are the most powerful things. You never have to lay a hand on anyone to become a threat. And I also realized that as an African-American woman, my skin is the most threatening thing to America. And I haven't done anything yet. I haven't even spoken. I haven't written a word. I haven't done anything. But, to each his own. Where do I want to go next? I'm going to go to this next one. So, all of my success is a manifestation of what's been in my head since I was a scrawny little 7-year-old boy standing at the fireplace in my living room, clutching a notebook that I had written many songs in and wrapped my heart as if I was on stage. And before I knew it, I knew who I was. A lot of people get that connection of who they are or who they want to be from a little kid. But as we get older, we kind of lose those dreams and aspirations because we feel like the bills are important, which they are. Don't get it twisted. I'm never going to sit here and say, oh, follow your dreams and don't pay your bills. Yeah, nah, that's not going to be me. But I will say this. For me personally, my personal vendetta or my personal dream has always been, number 1, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Number 2, I always wanted to be my own boss. I didn't want to work for anyone. Number 3, I always wanted to be on TV and be an entertainer. Necessarily, I knew I could sing, I can carry a note, a tune, but I didn't want to go in that realm. Like, I wanted to be the person that directed, or I wanted to be the person on the radio. And, for whatever reason, a lot of people did not think that we would become into the era where we're at right now, where you can do all of those things and not have a degree. You don't have to go to school for these things. These are the things that make you who you are. And that's why when you're a child, you know exactly what you want. There is no capping about that, period. So let's see. I'm going to go to another part. He has this in quotation marks on page 22 of chapter 1. It says, anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living. And that's how I'm winning. A very true statement. So let's go to this one. While I was waiting, I got a jumbo-sized notepad and a red Sharpie, and I scribbled out a bunch of signs and hung them around my room. One of them said, I have a platinum debut album. I apologize. I am the biggest artist in the world. I am most sought out producer in the world. I wanted to wake up surrounded by my goals. Back then, I had to hype myself up. I wasn't merely hyping myself up on the surface. Deep down, I knew I was great, and I thought I was, but I was broke and had no results. And with that, I felt like I had nothing but the thoughts in my head. Those positive declarations were secret affirmations. Either I posted them on Twitter for the whole world to see. I was externalizing, which is a part of manifestation process. I wanted to document the before because I knew that I was going to make it. I wanted to be able to look back and say, yep, I knew it all along. Back in 2011, when I was making shitty beats, I tweeted $1 million a beat. My first Twitter handle was at Russ on the beat. Wait, what he said, at Russ on the board? That's crazy. That's crazy that he said that. But anyway, so what I'm getting from this is, at the end of the day, when you speak, like when you say stuff like, I don't have no money, or what the fuck am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. You do know exactly what you're going to do, because everything that you say is going to get pushed out there, whether it be good or bad. I'm going to give you a prime example. So there was this friend that I was dealing with at the time. Him and I, we live two different paths right now, but to each his own. So he, how do I explain it? Okay, so basically, a job that he was working at basically shorted him his hours. Well, not shorted his hours, but did not give him a check reflecting the hours that he had worked. Me being the friend that I am, of course, I'm volunteering to call, no problem. You know, he was just like, what am I going to do? I can't be homeless. I can't take care of my kids. I got to, do this, do that. And of course, I was just like, everything is going to be fine. Everything going to be okay. Like, we don't have to go back and forth about the situation. Like, for me personally, once I've heard a problem and I've offered a solution or two, and we agreed on one or the two or both or whatever, I don't want to hear about it no more. This was a continuous thing. This was every day. He was like, how would you feel if they didn't give you your check? I said, well, first of all, anytime that anybody has ever not given me my check, number one, you get a good cursing out and you get one chance to fix it. I'm not going to go back and forth with you, and I'm not going to worry about it, because I know my bills are going to be paid and I'm going to be fine. That's kind of how I always thought. For whatever reason, I do stress out. I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like, oh, I'm just an unstressful ass bitch, because I'm not. But I sit up here every day and I realize that my life could be way worse than what it is. Think about that. It's somebody that's right next to you right now that has a way worse situation than you do. And because of that, you have to sit up here and believe that, you know what, because of all this stuff that's going on, what I can do is I can make it a better situation by sitting up here and just at least thinking positive. That's easy. It don't cost you no money. It don't affect you in no type of way. The only thing that it may do is affect the way that you're thinking, because once you start saying out loud, you know what, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be better. I'm going to make it work. It's going to come too. Stop throwing in the towel before you even sit up here and get to the motherfucking pitcher's deck. You ain't even got to the pitcher's deck. You ain't ran to not one base in your baseball diamond field, and you already saying that you're out for the count. It doesn't make sense. All right, so let's see the last little part that I found highlighted. It says people tend to talk about all the things that that's going to happen in the future. They say, I'm going to be successful and I'm going to be a big artist. That's the mistake that we make when we speak things up. When you set your achievement in the future, you are already putting it off. The future never comes. It will always remain the future. And you will always remain chasing it and waiting for it. You need to say, I am successful. You need to believe that so deeply that you are waiting for the world to catch up. Now, if Russ ain't saying nothing true in this part of the book, I think that's it right there. Like, now I will keep going into this, but I'm not. I always try to give someone a small slight token at the end of each and every podcast because, again, it's probably gonna be an upload 1 or 2 of these. Anyway, my token for today is, if you decide that you want to live this life as a content creator, I need you to be open to all opportunities of making money. And when I say that, I'm saying that because Facebook is offering you $35,000 for content for views, right? Instagram is offering you anywhere from $1,200 to about $25,000. That's what they're offering you. TikTok can offer you a certain amount, based upon how many views you get, whatever, right? They offer subscriptions. That's money every month. They offer badges that you can buy, and that's money every month. And that's not only just on TikTok. They're doing it on Instagram. They're doing it on Facebook. These are multiple streams of income when it comes to content creating. I just found out a couple of days ago that CapCut is offering $100,000. If you make your own template and it becomes a very trendy template, they are giving you money for that. They're offering $100,000. So don't subject yourself to just making videos. Oh, I got to make videos. No, you can have people subscribe to your channel and make that monthly income. Don't stop yourself and don't hold yourself. But anyway, I have to go. Holler for a dollar, shoot for a tip. I got to go make some money. And from here on out, just start speaking these things into existence. Speak the best manifestation that you can think of. Whatever your situation is pertaining to, just say, I am in front of it, or I'm doing in front of it, or it's going to, or it is. Be very intentional with your words. I love you guys. Bye.